Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Okay, I got a few mods in the game. Hopefully they work. They work here. So the first thing I did was I changed the way toilets work. So it used to be you could craft a toilet, and it would be, let's say this toilet. You place it and it's an empty container. Now player placed loot containers do not respawn loot. That's why when you see this in a store, the world has generated it so you can loot it. But you also see these, which you have to downgrade. That's what this is. I just downgraded it and now I can loot it. This is why in the Zcoin store you get the crates. Well, the boxes and not the crates. You with me? That you have to downgrade to that. Because then you place it, you downgrade it, it respawns loot. So when you place a toilet, you get no loot. Just like these fridge parts. Say the fridge bottom. Oh, I changed that. Sorry. Yes, I can't type. Where is it? Oh, I commented it out. That's right. Okay, so the old fridge bottom, you'd craft it, you'd place it, and you'd get nothing. Right? It would just be an empty loot container. So here's what I did. Just because I don't like those. I changed your fridge bottoms. So you go to the workbench, per normal. There's your fridge bottom. Same recipes, only I added methane to it. Right, and that'll be made evident why I did that in a second. Now methane can be made in a chemistry station with turds. For now, it takes 25 minutes for both of them. I'll look into that later. I haven't really come up with the science for it. And you'll see how to get turds here in a sec. You can make it in a campfire with a beaker. Same thing, 25 minutes, you got options. Just the chemistry station means no beaker, right? Okay. So with the toilets, I created in the workbench. What I changed it to is in the well, let's go to the forge first. Sorry. In the forge, you have clay and iron. And you make what's called the toilet base. Basically, the ceramic part, okay, is what you're making. You haven't added a toilet seat to it. You haven't, like, done all the plumbing completely yet. That's what we're going with. So you craft these, okay? That's the time limit right now. Who knows? I'll probably make it longer. I don't know. That's where it is right now. The reason it takes so many materials, it'll probably take more in the future. But that's a lot of porcelain, if you will. All we really have is a forge to work with. I don't have a fucking kiln. Sorry, I don't have a kiln. But that's where we're going with right now to start. Okay? With these times, in the XML it says material based. So clay has a crafting ingredient time assigned to it, just like iron. So the larger this number is, the longer this takes. Because of the time that's assigned to the unit of, well, the unit of clay. Alright? That has a crafting time, that has a crafting time, which translate into that, if you will. Okay, so while that's making toilets, let's go back and check our fridge bottom. There we go, okay. So you place the fridge bottom, which I already have there. And you can't do nothing with it. But I take a wrench, I added the methane just to, that's going to be our refrigerant, if you will. You take a lead car battery, turn the sucker on, upgrade it with a wrench, and now it's a freezer that you can loot. And in the freezer, there's ice. Now you use this ice. Say I have my red tea. And I have, where you at? Ice. I can make red tea iced. Now the red tea gives you cooling. Okay? That's your cool drink. What the red tea ice buff is going to do is give you more cooling. It doesn't represent it there because of that, but let's go look at the XML. Well, let's try this. I'm not thirsty, thank you. We're going to be thirsty now. So you drink the red tea. Core temperature decreased by 14%, right? I gotta make sure they don't stack. %. All right, we'll tweak that, but right now your ice drink's gonna decrease your core temperature more. All right, that's a little more than double. Okay, and you'll notice it lasts significantly longer because the ice buff. And you can do that with coffee, goldenrod tea, vodka's in the game, beer, yucca juice, blueberry juice, which is also in the game. So the blueberry, you make, obviously with that, it's just essentially crushing the blueberries or mixing them up, you know, mashing them. I'm not hungry, thank you. It's like they're blueberries, so they're... what can I do to make myself frickin' hungry? Run around. Hit stuff. Anyway, the blueberry juice gives you wellness, okay? It's just like a healthy drink. The ice. Well, I gotta make it ice buff. I'm not thirsty, so now we're thirsty. Alright, that gives you this as well, and it also gives you the blueberry juice iced. So let's go. And just like all ice drinks, decreases your temperature. So you get wellness and a decrease, okay? Vodka. Shit, let's go back to our chemistry station. I can be a campfire, or I can do it here. I need potatoes and water, makes sense, right? Oh, water. Okay. Make your vodka, doesn't take that long. Make your vodka. Doesn't take that long. Of course, the methane's cooking. Now again, we saw the methane's used to make the fridge bottom. Now let's check our toilets. Alright, we got toilet bases here. Now what you do is you take the toilet bases and you go to your workbench. Now we're going to take the base and we're going to add... Those names are way off. I got to change that. Take your bucket of water and your mechanical parts. You craft your toilets here. Don't worry about the names from out. Don't get wrapped up about it. I'll fix that. Where are we at? Oh, output. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of stuff at once. Okay. Now you're going to notice the ingredients are a little different. This one requires more pipes because obviously look at the pipes in the back. This one's going to require a little wood because you got a nice wood seat. This one will probably require less clay because it's missing that, if you will. So then you take your wrench. It only takes a short metal pipe. You upgrade it. And now you have lootable toilets. So you can still get water pistols and ammo, which I'm probably going to change, but this is how you can get a turd farm going, because your fertilizer requires turds, right? So this will give you working toilets in your base, essentially, that you're actually going to the bathroom, which the game doesn't take into account. So you can get ice for ice drinks. You can use methane right now to make fridge bottoms to get that ice. You're going to have working toilets, so you get your turds to make your fertilizer or your methane. Yeah, we'll change some of. I'll tweak some of this. You can make your vodka and you can ice it. Alright, just like your beer, your coffee, and everything. You ice it and it'll give you a decrease in temperature of 29 versus the 18. So if you're overheating, it works really well. I just got to make sure it doesn't stack with the normal cooling. I'll fix that. So I got the buff. I go by the fire. You notice the buff went away. That's because if you got a drink that has a cooling effect and you go stand by a fire, the fire is going to warm you up. So keep that in mind. Be cognizant of that. See if I fixed red tea cooling yet. Boom. See that? So be aware of that, okay? You can't stand by the fire and be cool at the same time. It's not going to happen. I also gave you... you're going to have... Let's take these off. Okay. I gave you... camo skullcaps for now. And camo bandanas that you can get. Alright, those are going to be in the game upon the next restart. And I changed the leather duster so that when you have your chest armor and you throw in the leather duster, it no longer removes it. Right? So you got your leather chest armor. Alright, it's no longer removed. By the leather duster. You see? So some of the stuff we're working on. Sorry, Rumi had a question. Right? So there you go for now. That's what we got going on. Hopefully it works just like it did without any flaws. I'll be tweaking the buffs so they don't stack. The red tea and the red tea cooling shouldn't stack. Vodka works just like grain alcohol, if I didn't cover that. Yes, you can get drunk off vodka. Alright, that worked. Well, let's make sure we got vodka ice going on. If we don't, I gotta fix that. Alright, so that's what I gotta tweak. But anyway, I'm drunk. So there we go. Alright, so we'll put this in game and see what happens. God, I suck at